Alright guys, welcome back to Persona... Fuck me. God damn it. I'm so used to saying Persona 3 because I just was looking at the previous part that I just uploaded of Persona 3 Reload, but I meant to say welcome back to Metroid Prime 2. I apologize for that. Persona 3 Reload is on Monday, Wednesday, Fridays now. That probably is what threw me off. But anyway... And you know, the other thing is like, I do the most commentary for Persona 3 specifically because of the simple fact that it's 3 parts a week compared to its original 2, and I only do Prime 2 1 part a week. So it threw me for a loop for a second. I apologize. Anyway, the last time we met in Metroid Prime 2, we went to go get the... Oh shit, sorry guys. Sorry dude. I went to go get the... Dark Burst from the Aegon Wastes, and now actually we are heading to our next destination, which is against the next major boss fight against one of the temple bosses, because we do have all of the temple keys, so we are free to do that now. But first I had to deal with these dark commandos, or at least wait for them to go away, because for some reason I really don't understand why they go away. You know, that's the one thing I never understood. You know, I'm not used to that. You know, because the Chozo ghosts from Prime 1, they never went away. They stayed around for forever. I don't recall them ever going away. Then again, Chozo ghosts, in all honesty, are probably, I think, are easier to deal with than Dark Commandos, to be frank with you there. That's just me personally. I would say that I deal with... I could say dealing with Chozo Ghosts is easier than Dark Commandos, but, you know, someone out there could tell me that, no, I'm fucking stupid, and I suck at games. But, yes, by the way, yes, this part is long. This part is over 40 minutes long, because... this fucking boss fight drags. This is probably my least favorite boss fight in the entire game, and purely because of just how long it goes. Oh, I forgot to scan that, and I'm just going back to scan it. Because this boss, for one, has, technically 3 phases, and all of them drag, no matter if you use his weakness or not. At least it drags to me. I don't know if it drags to everybody else. I don't know if there's a faster method to killing him. Because, I mean, or her, I guess. Oh, no, I'm getting the final Dark Temple key now. I haven't gotten it yet. I thought we had them all. I thought we had them all. I genuinely thought that. Well, I mean, now we have them all. I, for some reason, thought we had them. That means that every time that I mention that we have all 3 of the Dark Temple keys, I was wrong. Oh my god, I wasn't paying attention. Yeah, that's how you know it's been a while since I last recorded the parts, because I genuinely forgot. Why am I having such a... What the hell am I doing? I think I'm... what? No, I can't be adjusting to the control scheme. Or no, maybe I can, because I can tell you that most of this session was this boss fight. I can tell you that now. Most of this session was dedicated to this one boss fight. Because it's 40 fucking minutes. It's a 40-minute part. You know, I feel like the only games that should have 40-minute parts are RPGs. And that's like Persona 3 Reload. Have I even had a 40-minute part in Persona 3? I can't think. Hold on. I'm gonna look at my playlist for Persona 3 Reload. Playlist. Where's the view? Not watch, but let's see here. Yep, I had a 45-minute part, which was part 3. I'm trying to see if there's any other parts that get anywhere close to that. I had a 35-minute, but that's not really that close. Yeah, so far my longest part in Persona 3 Reload is 45 minutes and 4 seconds, and that's part 3 because that's the tutorial for Tartarus, and that kind of drags. But yeah, this part is 40 fucking minutes for a boss fight, and I've already started to render out the parts for next week for Persona 3, and for the most part, none of them look like they run too long. Yeah, like all of them are like 20 minutes average so far. But I have a feeling the next games, I'm going to have a feeling that starting closer to the finale of Persona 3, we're going to start having longer parts. Is this thing broken? I might need to tighten my boom arm. Well, also, before you go to fight this boss fight, I am actually taking a little bit of time to find items. But again, with how dark this game is, it's kind of hard for me to see. And I actually will chalk that up a little bit to my PC monitor, especially the one I'm using to record off of. The settings are different than the actual, what's directly captured. Because, I've been fiddling around with my settings a little bit to see if I could find, like, the optimal thing, and I haven't found it yet. And in all honesty, I'm not in a huge pursuit to look for that right now. My thing right now is as long as I can see something, I don't care. Oh, yep, we're actually getting a beam ammo expansion. It's been a while since I got one of those. Or is this my first one? No, this is my second one, right? Or no, you start off with 50 ammo, right? And then you get another, you start off with 50, right? So this should, and then you go up to 100. So yeah, this is my second one. But actually, like, so I will say, even though, there's a few sessions I already recorded after this, and I do have that GameCube test video where I got a little thing. I got a thing that I connect one end to the GameCube, to my GameCube where I would put the component cables, and then I would just do an HDMI. It's like an HDMI splitter, but for a GameCube adapter. Unfortunately, I don't, because originally how I captured this game, or my GameCube games in general, was I would use my AV cable, I would use the component cables and connect them to an HDMI AV converter. And it worked, for the most part. The only thing that I didn't like about it, and this was a big thing, was that it was it's very sensitive. I don't know if it was just the cables or if it was the actual thing, but it was very sensitive to where if I moved it a fucking inch, and I mean just 1 inch, it would freak out, and like the picture would freak out and get way too dark or way too bright. And maybe that's what's happening here and why I'm having such a hard time seeing, because it's not in the best position. But it was like a faulty phone cord, in all out honesty, where it was just, you had to have it at a specific angle, and if it moved even an inch, it would freak out. And also the other thing is that it had a very loud buzzing sound, or, a varying degree of buzzing. Like, if you go back and watch my Shadow the Hedgehog Let's Play, I think around like the second path I do, which is, I believe, like the anti-hero and the like the pure villain and half villain pathways, you can hear static very clearly when all the characters are talking, but there was nothing I could do about it after. I didn't realize it was happening until after I finished recording, and I wasn't about to re-record Shadow the Hedgehog. I'm sorry. I already had to suffer playing through it once. I think we could have dealt with it, but it was one of those things where it was a technical issue. And in all honesty, looking back at it now, I believe, if I remember right, I originally recorded Sonic Adventure 2, the Sonic Adventure 2 Let's Play off of my GameCube. Because if I remember correctly, when I did the GameCube test video where I played through Radical Highway as Shadow, I was looking at the date, And I'm pretty sure that's the same day that I last played Adventure 2 on the GameCube, which was probably about a month or two before I finished the actual Let's Play. And I was actually a little pissed because I was like, I remembered because in the Adventure 2 Let's Play, in the hero side and the last story segment, I completely lost audio. I lost all the audio for the hero side and last story, meaning that you couldn't hear what the characters were saying, and you couldn't hear the music until I edited it in post. But I couldn't save the voices. I originally had the idea of just fucking dubbing over the story myself, like just doing a very bad Sonic impression and stuff like that. But I just chose against it. But yeah. And that is actually why Sonic Adventure 2 specifically is one of the few Let's Plays that I actually genuinely kind of want to re-record for the sake of quality. Oh, here we have an ammo station, by the way. I think I've demonstrated ammo stations, but I'm thinking back to the original take of Prime 2, where I originally recorded off the Wii version. And I remember I got the ammo supply, and I immediately had to use light beam ammo to exit the room. But yes, I am replenishing my ammo because, trust me on this one, you're gonna fucking need it. Because this boss fight takes fucking forever. But back to what I was saying about the GameCube setup. So the next few sessions are still going to be on the same setup as this one, but after I want to say we fight Dark Samus and get the Echo Visor in the Sanctuary Fortress, I will end up changing to the new setup because, well, I have it now. I didn't throw away that RCA adapter. I'm still going to keep it around, but I'm hoping I can. I'll see if I can find one for the PS2 though, because there are a few PS2 games I want to play on the channel, but that's a later discussion. Alright, so we are finally arriving to our next boss fight, and yes, I know you're probably thinking you could have cut the part off like a few minutes ago or something. No, there was just no good cutoff point up to this point, so yep, we're doing this boss fight now. So the first thing is you got to use the Seeker missiles to actually reveal the boss fight, because, yeah, scanning it now doesn't do anything. Yep, but once you knock that down, the boss fight comes out, and it has 3 phases. The first phase is going to be in its larval stage, and then the second phase will be its fully adult phase. And then the third phase, it's going to still be an adult, but it's going to be corrupted by the darkness. Yeah, so we're going to be fighting a heartless version of it. I'm just kidding. My Kingdom Hearts 1 Let's Play will be, I don't fucking know. Maybe if enough people bother me for it. Alright, but our next boss fight is Chykkas, and, yeah, Chykkas drags, and by the way, you gotta make sure you scan every single thing related to this boss fight, because if you don't, you know, you're gonna miss out on it. So since there's technically 4 things you have to scan. You have to scan Chykkas as a larva, then you gotta scan adult Chykkas, and then dark Chykkas, and then scan there are going to be things called Chyklings, I believe, that Chykkas shoots out at you at one point. And when you do that, you have to when he does that, you're going to have to shoot those too. So let me see if I can find the strategy on how to defeat Chykkas. Chykkas, here we go. Alright, how to defeat Chykkas. In its larva form, Chykkas will swim around the arena, causing dark shredders to spawn in and attack you. You can deal with them easily, though. It will also jump out of the water like a whale, displaying its soft underbelly that is prime, for the attacking. Jump over the splash of water as it makes a landing back from the water, otherwise it will hurt you. After a while, it will jump onto the platform, back away from it, and then shoot it in the face, causing it to stagger, and then aim for its belly. Rinse and repeat, and the Chykka larva will be defeated, only causing the next phase to begin with the main platform splitting into 3 pieces. And then when we get to the second phase, so technically there are 2 second phases. There's a second phase, but in all honesty, it's 3 phases to me. The Chykka adult, or just Chykka, will spawn after the larva is killed, and it flies around a lot and will spit harmful water at you. Jump over this attack to avoid it. Sometimes it will take a step back to tackle you. Use the grapple swing between each platform to avoid the attack. The goal in this phase is to damage it enough to stagger it, then grapple behind it and fire at its weak points on the back side of its wings, and keep doing it until it crashes down. For its final phase, close to the end of its health bar, Chykka will be wrapped in dark energy, transforming into Dark Chykka. It's time to whip out the light beam and take this one down once and for all. Occasionally, we'll fire Chyklings, easily dealt with, and it will drop additional ammo if needed. That is what the Chyklings are for. It's just... But, yeah. Chykka is pretty slow. It takes forever, and honestly, if there's a faster strategy, or like if I'm missing something, like, hold on, let me see if there is a video of just fighting Chykka. Let's see. Well, judging from the first fucking result, the first result is 21 minutes and 27 seconds. I'm seeing another one for 19 minutes and 10 seconds. And then I am seeing one for 7 minutes and 47 seconds. So maybe they're doing something that I'm not. And there's another one for like 10:51. But yeah. By the way, I have to say this because I feel like I'm missing out on a really good joke if I don't. Am I the only one who thinks Chykka sounds like a slur after a while? I have said it so many times that at this point I feel like I'm offending somebody when I say it. That or it's like it sounds like a fucking slur of some sort. Like or not a slur, like the formal, like, you know how people use that word in a formal, in not a formal way, in a whatchamacallit, casual way. It's kind of like that. I don't know what it would be against. I don't know, fucking bug people from, I don't fucking know, like the Luminoth, would they be considered Chykkas? Just like, it sounds weird to say out loud. And I'm pretty sure it is Chykka. If it is, I don't think it's Chykka. I'm pretty sure it's Chykka. But it's just like, what up, my Chykkas? Chykka, please. I wish a Chykka would. I was like, I'm sweating just thinking about saying that out loud. I feel like I'm offending somebody. But, I don't know. I guess it's just me. Then again, it's better than what SGB went through with that typo for ninja, where it was Ninga. I mean, that one was awkward. But it's like, can a Chykka borrow a French fry? Like, how is a Chykka gonna borrow a French fry? Chykka, is you gonna give it back? But yeah. Dear God, though, yeah. How long have we been in this boss fight, and we've only taken a quarter of the first phase's health? This is gonna drag, and I'm using the light beam. I am using the light beam to take this motherfucker down, and it's doing decent damage. But the problem is that there's only a few spots where his weak point is exposed. And in all honesty, the light beam isn't as fast as the power beam. And hell, the dark beam isn't as fast as any of the beams. It's the slowest beam because it's like the ice beam from Prime 1. You know, it's a shotgun, not a fucking... I mean, the one thing, and I think the big saving grace for this boss fight, is that you are constantly in a light barrier, so you don't have to worry about losing all of your health to Dark Aether. At least until Chykka... hits it. I think if there's a point where there's going to be little orbs, and if Chykka hits them with his attacks, it'll end up destroying them. Or not destroying them, but temporarily disabling them, similar to what Amorbus did. Like, I'm pretty sure this is probably the best time to start getting damage on him, because you can shoot him in the mouth and do a little bit of damage, but also eventually stun him. And then when you stun him, you know, his belly will be exposed, and you can go nuts with it with the light beam. Because I will say, I'm pretty sure the light beam is Chykka's weaknesses. It's almost every dark enemy's weakness. But then again, Chykka isn't even corrupted by dark energy just yet. I really gotta stop saying Chykka. I'm sorry. But I don't have a choice. I mean, it's... man. Like, it just genuinely doesn't sound right. It doesn't sound right. Like, it just sounds like it's like I sound like I'm freaking Riley from Boondocks right now with the amount of times I've said Chykka in the past 10 minutes. It's like, can a Chykka borrow a french fry? Or can a Chykka borrow a dark visor? I mean, how is a Chykka gonna borrow a dark visor? Chykka, are you gonna give it back? Alright. So now we are on the adult form of Chykka. That is the fastest evolution I have ever seen in a video game. I thought Pokemon was fast at evolution. And the other problem I have with Chykka is he moves like a fucking drug addict. He is so scatterbrained. He moves and weaves to the point where sometimes I lose my lock-on on him, and I don't know what's causing it. I don't know if it's like a bug or if it's me accidentally letting go of the L button, but I remember struggling through this boss fight to the point where I almost got borderline annoyed. Yeah, but you want to shoot these red targets on his back, and that'll damage him by like a little bit. You know, if this was like Flagra or something back in Prime 1, that would have taken a quarter of his health or something. This boss just fucking drags, and I hate that shit. This is again, this is the other reason I don't like Prime 2, is that some of its bosses fucking drag. Like, Jesus, like, I feel like they could have just done the Chykka larva and nothing would have been missed. Like, they didn't have to do the adult Chykka, in all honesty. That, or just do adult Chykka. Not the fucking larva. Like, I feel like the larva should have just been ignored. Like I said, I had to jump over it, but I am clearly not doing that. Oh, by the way, yes, the terrain changed, so now we are constantly surrounded by, What am I doing? Why am I shooting that? I'm pretty sure, though, in this phase, the dark beam will help a little bit. What the hell am I doing? You know what, though? I will say this about Chykka. I do like his boss. I like his boss theme. Like, I'll admit that. I like his boss theme. And that's another thing, is like, I like Prime 2's soundtrack. I think it has some pretty good memorable tunes, but in all honesty, I think I still think Prime 1 has it beat by a little bit. I like a lot more of the tunes from Prime 1, because I like, and Prime 3 for that matter. I like Prime 3's more. I think I'm still trying to figure out what's the optimal strategy here. There isn't one, mind you. I know I'm doing something wrong. I could tell you could, like, in all honesty, if there's a faster method to beating this Chykka, I'd love to hear it, because I don't know. I mean, then again, I don't intend on picking this game up ever again, especially, except maybe for after the inevitable review. Like, since I'm planning on reviewing Prime 1, and I'm actually already started to record footage of it. I'm already halfway through the fucking game, by the way. I started recording footage like 2 days, like a day ago, and I'm already halfway through the game. Mainly because I used the scan jump to, get the space jump early, and so I'm kind of I'm not speed running the game. I'm just sort of, you know, I've played Prime 1 so much that I've just memorized where everything is. Then again, I'm not in a rush to... I'm not reviewing all 3 of the Prime games right now, because for one, I would burn out very quickly, because I'm already playing Prime 2 for the Let's Play, and then I'm going to play Prime 3 right after this. Because, again, I'm trying to set... And then I'm going to be playing Prime 4 when Prime 4 comes out. And, alright, so now I got to scan Dark Chykka, because once you once you break Chykkas' wings, it'll fall into the thing, and then become Dark Chykka. So I think this is the point where using the light beam would be a good idea, because you need to shoot its stomach. Or whatever that is. And then I gotta scan those, because those are Chyklings. Chyklings sounds like a slur, too, in all that honesty. You have to go... You're gonna have to get closer. And I will mention that, yes, Chykka will eventually revert back to normal. Is that even doing anything to him? Considering that that's the dark beam burst I just fired off. How the hell did that miss? Because I'm not close enough. I need to get closer. But the problem is if you get too close, he fires stuff at you and then runs off. Get closer, you idiot. Yeah, but I swear, this boss takes forever. Yep, and now he's back to regular Chykka. But I do have to destroy his wings again in order to get him back to Dark Chykka. I gotta stop saying it. I mean, I have no choice but to say it. I just realized I am at 2 energy tanks. I swear to God, if I die to this boss... And by the way, yes, if you die to Chykka... Oh, I just realized... Yeah, this is what I was talking about. Okay, so he can destroy the platforms, meaning that you'll be dipping yourself in the acid if you stay in it for too long. I'd say go behind him. He doesn't magically turn around. He's backed up. He's not stunned anymore, you idiot. Took too long. Oh, honestly, I have no idea why firing a missile at him is going to accomplish. There you go. Just use the dark beam like you did earlier. The dark beam's his weakness. Yeah, the dark beam's his weakness when he's not dark. And then the light beam is his weakness. When I don't think I realized that, though, is the problem. And I'm also worried about using it because of the thing, you know, called the ammo count. You know, a very stupid design decision that... Oh, what? I'm sorry. I'm not allowed to talk about that anymore. Platform's falling. Yep, get out of there. Just use the dark beam, for Christ's sake, dude. Am I trying? What am I trying to do? I got nothing now. I mean, I've said everything I wanted to say about this boss, including the fact that it sounds like a fucking slur. No, you're not behind him. What is wrong with me? I think now I'm realizing... Well, I'm too late. Yeah, see, the dark beam is his weakness, because that was much faster. Look at that. I think I realize it now. I'm like, oh shit, maybe the dark beam is his weakness. I'm a very special kind of stupid, okay? Don't bully me. You know what? Bully me. You know, I'm gonna bully myself later. And you can't say anything worse than what I say to myself in the mirror. Alright, that one was kind of on me, though, because I missed my chance. I took too long. And I'm out of dark ammo. I think this is the moment, though, I kind of locked in and realized, oh shit, I'm about to die because I'm at 2 energy tanks. Fuck, I didn't mean to do that. Despite the fact, I think this was the moment. What did I say? I don't know what picked up, so I'm going to say it again. I think this is the moment I locked in for the battle because I realized I was about to die. Despite, and you know, because I have 2 energy tanks left of health, and I'm like, oh shit, I better hurry up and I better, you know, stop fucking around. You know what's funny though is it's funny that he doesn't get, you know, he doesn't get corrupted by the darkness until he falls into the thing because we broke his wings. Even though I clearly saw half of him dip into the water, meaning that half of him should be corrupted at the very least. I'm just saying, if we're going to go by the game's logic here. Or maybe it has to be long enough or something. The missiles are bouncing off of him, dude. I don't know why I keep trying that. There you go. Alright, switch to the light beam because you're going to need it. And you should have jumped. Wait until he's fully transformed. He, it, she, I don't know. I mean, technically, I guess it's a she, considering it's giving birth to the Chyklings. I'm also trying to get health. Yeah, that's to say, you're about to fall into the water, so you might want to deal with that. Ah, there we go, finally. Yes. That was like, what? That was way too long. That was like 20 minutes of this boss. of this commentary of this part was the fucking boss fight. And we're not even done yet. We still have to go get the light energy, take it to Light Torvus. Oh yeah, and we got to demonstrate our new upgrade that we got. I think that was me processing how long that took. Like, I think I said to myself, God, what time are we at? So, yeah, Metroid Prime 2 takes a different route when it comes to the visors as well. The first visor that we're getting is the Dark Visor, which kind of behaves similarly to the X-Ray Visor from Prime 1, where you can see invisible platforms and stuff like that. So, yeah. But also, there was one part of the Dark Visor I forgot, and it's that it reveals the location of invisible enemies, such as Dark Commandos. So now, Dark Commandos are now much easier to defeat. But I kind of forgot that until, like, a certain point in the game. I don't think I forgot it. I think I just straight up... Excuse me. I think I more straight up forgot that I had the Dark Visor, and then, like, when I was fighting a group of Dark Commandos and struggling out, there was like a little voice, there was like a ding in my head that said, "Oh shit, I have the Dark Visor. I can kill these guys now." I mean, you don't need the Dark Visor to kill Dark Commandos. God knows I've done it before, but it's still one of those things where it's a lot easier if you did have it. I'm also paranoid now because I swear to God, if the game, like, if you die or something like that, because I haven't saved yet because you can't save outside of save rooms. So I'm worried that if something happens, I'm gonna have to fight the fucking boss again, and I'd probably lose my shit. If I probably would have lost my shit if that happened. Knowing me, though, yeah, I probably would have lost my absolute shit if that actually did happen. Or for God forbid, the fucking power went out or something. I would have turned into fucking Kratos for a minute and be screaming like, "Zeus! Is this how you face me, coward?" Energy transfer complete. Return the energy to its temple on Aether. But, yeah, we gotta do that. So, yeah, I'm actually making my way back to Light Aether to make it to the light version of this temple to do the same shit. Luckily, we don't have to defeat Chykka again. Oh, God. No, you know what? Never mind. That's a horrible decision if they ever decide to do that. Alright. Later, my Chykka. Oh. I don't remember this door. I guess I never went through this. I probably had no reason to. Oh, yeah, now I could have... I could have used that during the boss battle. Why didn't I go get that before the boss battle started? Wait, could I? Wait, could I have gotten that? Could I have gotten that before the boss battle? I don't know. Oh, yeah, I probably could have, because it was an elevator that went straight up. I could have got that hours ago. What the fuck, dude? Hell, that would have made the alpha blog a little bit less of a... Oh, shit. Fuck you, dude. Another thing I hate about the Prime series, specifically, is that whenever you jump, and, like, an enemy hits you while you're mid-jump, for Christ's sake, I swear, the knockback is a motherfucker. It will send your ass flying back, and it... Like, and it is sometimes the most genuinely annoying shit ever, because you're trying to ignore the enemy so you can, just not waste ammo or some shit. But then, you get hit by something off screen and you just want to fucking throw something at somebody. I'm pretty sure the Dark Visor will work on these fuckers, by the way. Don't quote me on that, though. Actually, I don't see why not. Yeah, it does. It does, doesn't it? Doesn't matter. He's dead already. I'm pretty sure I'm about to have to fight Dark Commandos. Ew. Honestly, I could have cut the part off a minute ago, but I chose not to for some reason. But, it'd be a good idea if you got out of that. I think this was the point in the game, by the way, where I said, Jesus Christ, I can't see shit in here. There it is. There's the Dark Commandos. I think this is where they wanted me to use the Dark Visor, but I'm like, nah, fuck this. I want to go home. Yep. It's like, no, fuck you guys. Screw you guys. I'm going home. Even though I'm pretty sure they're just going to follow me out there anyway. If I remember right, I think the beginning of next part I'm going to be fighting them, so doesn't matter. Anyway, the next time we meet in Metroid Prime 2, we're going to be returning the light energy back to the Temple of Torvis. And then I think eventually we're going to head back to UMOS report and say, hey, yo, the energy's back in Torvis, so you're welcome, my Chykka. So I'll see you guys next time for more Metroid Prime 2, and take care, my Chykkas.